Seedance 2.0 is out and people are creating some amazing stuff using it. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can access Seedance 2.0 before the official release on different platforms. And you don't have to use any VPN and you don't have to have any Chinese phone number. So if that sounds interesting, then stick around. Alright, so if you are not living under the rock and if you are someone who is interested in AI videos, then you probably know that Seedance 2.0 is out unofficially and people are creating some amazing looking videos out of it. And I got access to a platform which is providing an early access. So I just bet my money on it and see if that works. So make sure you are fully aware what you are going to pay for. Now, as a part of my job, I have to test these websites and these tools. So I bet my money on a platform and looks like it worked. So let me first show you what I have generated and then I'll show you how I did it. So first, take a look at this video. Now this entire video was made using one single image and I have given a prompt which looks like this, which is not a JSON prompt I would say, but it is very detailed structured prompt showing everything about the action sequence, the environment, the characters and all the advanced things to make a full-fledged prompt. Now you don't have to use this advanced structure, you can simply use only the action part of it. So as long as you are able to describe your action sequence as descriptive as possible, you will be able to get good results. But what you are seeing right now is not done in just one generation. Let me show you where I messed up. So this is a platform that I'm using. Again, they are not the official platform of Seedance. They somehow got the API access and they built up this wrapper, and I was just testing the platform and it worked pretty well for me. So if you want to use this website, so make your conscious decision yourself. If you want to use it, the link is in the video description. Let me show you the video that I generated just before this one. Now here you can see it starts pretty well, and as soon as the second character goes out of the frame, it completely loses the hairstyle of the character and make him bald. So I'm not sure why it happened. But yeah, just like any other video generator, it got hallucinated and we lost the character consistency. But this was just one case. Other than that, I have not seen this kind of mistake or hallucination with this platform or with this model, because I tried multiple prompts here and the results are pretty good. For example, this funny animal fight video. Again, this one was not the advanced prompt. I just mentioned the action sequence that I want to see in my video. And it understood the prompt pretty well and it executed the prompt exactly what I have written. So one thing is very clear, that this model is very much aware of how to execute action scenes. Another example is this one where I again gave it one single image and described my prompt in an advanced format, and this is the result. And once again, for this example as well, I have given a single image and it auto-generated these close-up shots of different characters. So it's pretty good in understanding the different camera angles and making different cuts. And most of the time, it also keeps character consistent. But these are my very initial impressions. I'm definitely going to test all these prompts against Kling 3.0 and let's see how that goes. Now, if you take a closer look to the platform, here at the bottom, we get multiple options like text to video, image to video, first frame, last frame, multi-reference, which I have not tested yet. But yes, if you go to text to video, you can just simply type in your prompt and generate the video. And for image to video, you have your first frame. If you want to use only single image, then you just leave the last frame empty. Or if you have the first frame, last frame, then you can enter that as well. Now, if you take a look at the dimensions at the bottom, here it says 16 by 9 and 9 by 16, which are the most common resolution that you might be using. So we definitely have both of them. And for the time duration, it starts from 4 seconds and goes up to 15 seconds. But I believe that it's not good to use 15 seconds when you are generating your video. I would highly recommend that you break your videos into different shots and generate smaller duration videos like maybe 6 seconds or maximum 7 seconds. Because once you choose a longer video generation, you are actually relying more on the model to make the decisions. But once you are generating shorter videos, you can actually restrict the model to do whatever you have mentioned in the prompt only. So I'm personally not a big fan of these long duration video options. I maximum go up to 7 to 8 seconds, not more than that. And once again, you have the space for entering your prompt, go as wild as possible, and then select number of generations, and it's going to show you how much credits it's going to charge. Now, there is another thing I'm very interested in testing on different platforms. Right now on this platform, I can only enter 1800 characters. So this is very restrictive amount of characters for writing a detailed prompt. I really wish that it could go up to at least 3000 or above that is also good. But we need to see how other platforms integrate the API, and let's see how that goes on maybe platforms like Higgsfield or InVideo. So I'm very much waiting for this to open up for public, and let's see how different platforms integrate the API. But one thing is sure, Seedance 2.0 is out and you can definitely try out on this platform. The link in the video description. So once again, these are my initial impressions with this platform and Seedance 2.0. I'm going to create another video very soon where I will compare Seedance with Kling 3.0. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for this one. And I'll catch you very soon with the next video.